Okay, so the fourth way to a healthy, beautiful landscape is recycle yard waste into brush piles and compost. Okay, can you describe what that means? I know people understand a compost pile, but give us your take on it.
Well, compost, really what that means is it's waste. Now, there's food waste and there's yard waste. So you may not be taking your kitchen waste and putting it into a pile. You need to turn that and treat that. And that could be broken down and be very valuable rather than throwing it into a landfill. So we should recycle and repurpose all the energy resources that we have. It's critical. When it comes to your landscape, the easiest thing to do is if you have a tree falls down, for instance, if you're not going to use it for firewood, make a brush pile if you have a corner or kind of unused section of your lawn forest area. And the brush pile will become habitat for the wildlife. And it's beneficial. It will also break down over time and increase the value of the soil biology once again. And it's fun. It's fun to see the process of your organic matter that was once a living tree or grass clippings or some breakdown and become something else.
Okay, so you're not talking about buying compost bins and setting them around, although I'm sure that people could do that, but people could also very naturally just pile their waste.
Yeah, there are many ways to do it. You can call the Cooperative Extension in New York. You can call Yukon in Connecticut. You can call us at some point. We can help you. So it's there are infinite amount of varieties of ways to use those resources better than we're doing now. So.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so we're down to the fifth one. Mulch leaves and grass clippings. Where do you mulch them? How do you mulch them? What are you talking about?
Well, mulch, when we think of mulch, we may think of different things. So if you buy mulch in a bag, let's hope it's a tree product. Mm-hmm. It's some kind of ground tree. That's great, because once it breaks down, it refurbishes the soil with that much needed organic matter that everything on earth needs to grow in. Edible plants, ornamental plants, whatever. When it comes to leaves, it's so much fun to mow your leaves, because the leaves break down now, and the technology is is such that you can easily, as a homeowner, buy a mulching mower or have your landscaper get a kit that adapts your commercial mower to mulch the leaves. And it's critical to putting back that resource back into the soil. So rather than bag it, throw it away, pay to somebody to cart it to a landfill, put it back where it should go. In the forest, leaves fall from the trees and are naturally composted. Well, we can also replace the mulch that we buy in bags by shredding our leaves, using it around our trees and our plants.
Okay. So this is like my learning experience. What I'm understanding then is compost is just when you throw the branches and leaves into a pile and let them decompose. Mulch is when you cut them into very small pieces and you shred them, and you accelerate that process.
You're a smart guy. Okay. See, that wasn't so hard.
My gosh, I didn't know that though.
Yeah, but that's great. I think you captured that.
Okay, the sixth one way to a healthy, beautiful landscape is to plant native plants and natural landscapes. So the first thing I would say is why native rather than maybe I want a hardy palm tree in my yard, or something that that's from another climate, another zone.
Well, that's a great question. Good luck with the hardy palm tree.
Okay, it's a bad choice.
But that's a good example, because they require a tremendous amount of nitrogen. The nitrogen also leaches into our groundwater.
Oh, wow.
But simple way to view native plants and why is they are perfectly adapted for our environment. Whether you're in a wet site or it's dry, sun or shade, native plants that are for our climate are perfectly adapted to survive with the least amount of maintenance sustainably, maybe even no maintenance.
Wow.
Also, they will attract beneficial insects and wildlife, further increasing the health of our environment and, by extension, our own human health.
Awesome. Okay, native plants. That's the way to go. Okay, so the seventh way to a healthy, beautiful landscape is to grow your food, fruit, herbs, and vegetables organically. So, what can we grow around here? We're in Connecticut.
You can grow all kinds of good stuff. Fruit trees. Think of how this country started. People came here from Europe, and they brought their plants with them. They brought apple trees. They brought pear trees and peaches. Peaches we can't grow here. Go to Georgia if you want to grow peaches. Retired. It might be something to look forward to. You can grow hardy kiwis, all kinds of fun stuff. And the advantage of growing your own food is you know where it came from. You know how it was treated. You don't have to wonder if it was a GMO, or if it was a pesticides, or if it was affected by something else. Also, you're not paying for transportation from some other state and conserving the resources of gas and oil that it costs to transport things. So it's a wonderful way to also put your kids and your family back in touch with growing your own food, and becomes part of your body. Growing food from seed or from a plant, it's wonderful. And plus, the tomatoes you buy taste terrible. So grow your own.
Okay, and I bet you know a list of
there's
the plants.
There's a tremendous amount of resources. Again, you can find on the internet. Many local growers that help give you information. You can always call us. We can send you a list. We can point you in a direction. I'm happy to help with education.
Awesome. That's wonderful. What number would they call?
You can call us at 914-560-6570 or check our website at greenjlandscaping.com.